You know, these videos aren't for kids. If you aren't at least 18 or are easily offended, you should probably click off. We here at Dual Wield accept no responsibility for your children. So if you are an adult who sat your kids down to watch our videos, you should be ashamed. Anyway, back to the video. Please welcome the hosts of Dual Wield Wednesdays, Vegeta Almighty and Jindrax. Take it away, boys.
Ha ha ha! Greetings, my loyal subjects! It is I'm not doing that. The Prince of All Saiyans, Vegeta Almighty, back with another episode of Dual Wield Wednesdays. 31 days of Hollow Wield is almost over. It has been a long and pretty fun month so far.
I agree.
We've had a lot of memories. A lot of good memories so far. I, of course, Vegeta Almighty, am joined as always by my illustrious co-host, Jindrax. Say hello to the boys and ghouls back at home.
Hey.
So today, we thought we would just kind of BS for a little bit and talk about some Halloween experiences, favorite sweets, favorite treats, favorite tricks, in some people's case, favorite costumes, just generally discuss the spooky time of year. But also, on top of that, we have some spooky treats with us as well. So, we found these ghost energy drinks, and we figured we would give them a try. So, we've got Sour Patch Kids Blue Raspberry, Sour Patch Kids Red Berry, and then we have Bubblicious Strawberry Splash. Now that one I think I am the most intrigued about. But we also have the 2023 Mountain Dew Voodoo Mystery Flavor, and we're going to try to guess what that flavor is. So
I can't wait for that one.
That one's going to be good. You want to wait on that one there, Chief, Mr. Already grabbing the can, or?
I don't know, man. I'm excited about it.
You want to roulette the wheel? You want to let fate decide?
Let's do it. Let's let fate decide.
Let's let fate decide. All right.
Fate decides what we drink.
All right. Trust me, I'm excited to get to the voodoo as well. But I think we need to be smart about this, and we need to do this right. So let's see. Had to make a new wheel, obviously.
I swear to God, if I drink this and it's the Hot Cheetos flavor, I'm throwing it.
Dude, it better not be. They wouldn't, right? They wouldn't.
What? You open yours and it's that fucking nasty
gingerbread shit. I think they're all the same. I think they're all the same flavor, though.
I don't think they're all.
I think they
flavor.
are. All right, let's find out what we're drinking first. Off to a professional start today. It looks like you're getting your wish. Just barely. Landed on blue raspberry. It almost moved over to dew. Alright, let's go ahead and crack open this zero sugar ghost Sour Patch Kids Blue Raspberry energy drink. Let's...
Actually,
You were saying?
Out of all of the energy drinks, I wanted to try that one the most.
Yeah. So you're getting something out of it.
Sorry I ruined the ASMR.
That's all good. Wasn't that much to begin with. A little bit of it leaking off the side there. I didn't taste anything by doing that. I don't know how that happens, but... There we go. Get some of that in there. Let's actually travel on over to Jen's World. Jen's World. Party time. Excellent. Your mic's up a little bit louder, so maybe they'll be able to get...
That was a great movie.
Yeah, I'm so glad you liked it.
I mean, it's got Mike Myers. I'm pretty happy with just about anything he's in. That's not the Love Guru.
You talked over it again.
I know. I hate my life. I'm sorry, guys.
It's fine. We have 3 more things to pour out, and I'm going to finish the rest of them. Okay. All right.
Oh, we're just going to down these bits. Are we just going to do them periodically throughout the episode then? Let fate decide?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Fair enough.
All right. Bottoms up. Down the hatch. You want to...
Cheers.
Cheers. Good brother. Let's try it.
Ten out of 10.
Oh, that's good.
10 out of 10.
Oh, that's good.
I love it.
That is a strong start. It's going to be hard to top that.
You would not think that this was sugar.
Zero sugar. Yeah. It's very, it's so good. It tastes just, you get what's advertised. It tastes like a blue raspberry Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah. Very hits you with their hit. The English is hard.
I see my strokes have passed on to you.
Let's rephrase that.
My strokes have passed on to you. You have now caught the having a stroke.
Yeah.
I stand by it. I commit to the bit.
Well, so it has a very, very sour
Sour punch.
And
First
then,
they're sour,
just...
then they're sweet,
yeah.
then they're gone.
Oh, so good.
It's so good. You gotta fight through. If you're not a big fan of sour, you gotta fight through that first little. If you're not a fan of sour, this isn't for you. First of all.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you're not a fan of sour, you have no business grabbing anything that has Sour Patch Kids written on it.
Very good point.
Because it's literally in the name.
Yeah, for sure. Now. Oh, that was good. I finished mine.
God damn, already?
Yeah. I think I might have accidentally gave you most of it.
Quite possibly.
So, now here's the real question. Natural caffeine. Only 5 calories, 1 carb. Or 1 gram, I should say, of carbs. 35 milligrams of sodium. Got some vitamins in there. Pretty good.
Got some vitamins.
Natural caffeine. Got some taurine.
It's got electrolytes.
Neurofactor coffee fruit extract.
What?
Yeah. Vegan friendly, gluten free. Interesting.
I fucking hope there's not animal in this.
What? Oh yeah. Good point. That's interesting. Now, here's my question, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this does as an energy drink? What is your thought process on that?
I mean, it works. It's something that I would definitely sip on versus, do what you did and fucking chug it down. But it's really good. My biggest issue with it so far is that I've had it here for just a few minutes and it's already kind of starting to flatten a little. Mm. So, it's one of those that you probably want to drink quickly, but other than that, I like it.
For me, it's more of you would take it in a sense that you would take like if you're cramming for an exam or you didn't get a lot of sleep and you need to run an 8-hour work shift. It's not an energy drink in the same sense of I'm going to drink this and then I'm going to go work out. This is not a good workout drink. I don't think. I think the sour kind of dries you out a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to have, because there's citric acid in it.
This is I'm going to be taking this to work with me today, and I feel like a treat.
Yeah, or it's a if it works, I don't know how good it's going to work yet as far as energy, but it's one of those I got to cram for this test tomorrow, or like I said, I didn't get much sleep last night. I need to fuel myself up for work today. So I got an 8-hour drive ahead of me for some reason. Yeah, it's something like that. It's everyday energy, not workout energy.
Right.
So, other than that, though, pretty fucking good. I enjoyed that. Get what you pay for. It's no false advertising here.
It's pretty good.
But moving on, let's, while you finish that, we'll kind of discuss a few things here. What is one of your fondest candy-related memories from Halloween?
Ooh, fondest candy-related memory?
Not necessarily your favorite candy, but something that was a super pleasant experience. Like, for example, like you found a new candy that you really liked that you didn't know you liked before.
Damn.
Good one, huh? Vegeta Almighty, always with the hard-hitting questions.
So there's two of them. One, again, anybody that's listened to the channel already knows my favorite candy is Reese's, and I can't have it.
Yeah. Shady is allergic to peanuts.
Yes, Shady is very allergic to peanuts. So when my first time living in Utah, we went trick-or-treating, and there was a bunch of Latino families that lived around the area in which we lived, and the one thing that they passed out that I didn't, that I never had before is these little candies with chile in the middle. It's like this powder that's it's like you've had tajin, right?
You're one of those people that enjoys spicy, like chili candies.
Yes.
Okay, I can respect it, but that's a hard pass for me.
I love that shit, and I don't know why, but like the first time I ever tried it, I instantly fell in love. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some of the candies, like I've had candies where they do like way too much. Like way too much. And it's not that great, but then I've had other ones that do it just right, and it's like, oh, it's so good. Yeah. I love those.
I don't know. It's one of those weird things for me where it's like I feel like there's a certain line you cross with sweet and salty that just there's a certain line where you shouldn't mix those two.
Yeah. I'm a classic Halloween candy guy. If you drop a caramel in my bucket,
I'm fine with that.
Especially a caramel with a cream center.
Oh,
we good, fam.
Ooh, cowtails.
We good.
Oh god, those are good. I'm a sucker for candy corn. I'll admit it.
I love candy corn.
I don't care if it tastes like candle wax. I'll eat it. People say it tastes like candle wax. I don't care.
First of all, how the fuck you know what candle wax tastes like?
Yeah,
you over there eating candle wax?
That's what I want to know, but it is what it is.
I mean, that's about the same as me saying that like hard seltzer and like seltzer water and shit tastes like TV static, which it does. If you've ever like been up, first of all, my age is showing, but like if you're ever up in the middle of the night and your cable was out and all you saw on your television was just static, you know what TV static tastes like at that point.
That's hilarious. It's funny that I know exactly what you're talking about too. Like I can taste that right now.
Yeah.
In my mind.
It's not pleasant.
That's a weird one for me. So there was these like I don't even know if they still make these anymore. I don't even remember the name of them. But they come in, I don't know you might know what I'm talking about. They come in 2 different types of wrappers, orange and black.
Yeah, the caramel candies.
Yeah, and they're like
Yeah,
one's,
the Halloween caramel candies.
but there's one that's also like peanut butter.
Yes.
Oh my god! When I got that peanut butter one, bro, slap your mama. Like, oh my god, I never knew I needed, and I can never find them.
Yeah, they magically appear in old people's houses. I'm convinced.
Like they just magically appear.
Yeah.
Like that one candy I was talking about. Aha. Anyway.
Bro, all this talk about candy making me want to fucking head up to Dollar General for like the dollar candies.
Well, we got a long night ahead of us, so let's see what happens.
Oh, they're closed now, so.
There's also Mapco.
True. But they don't have the, like, good candies. I'm talking like the cheap ones that are really cheap, but like really good.
We still have plenty to do. So, tomorrow I could pick some up.
Fair.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Before we hit up our next topic, you done with that or?
About to be. Hang on.
I finish that up, and then I'll go ahead and spin for what's next. Let's see what we got. You know what? Actually, I'm the most excited about this Bubblicious one. I'm actually really looking forward to that one because it's going to be so weird. And that's the one we're trying next.
Sweet. Let's go rinse our cups first.
Oh, shit.
You didn't think about that, did you?
I didn't think about that. All right. All right, your turn first, and I'll go do the second one.
Fair enough.
We'll alternate. We will be right back after these commercial messages.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hello, I'm Brian Bernstein. Join us tonight for another exciting episode of Entertainment News. At 11. Tonight's episode, we have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson coming on, talking about his new movie, Do You Smell? And if so, is it what I'm cooking? That'll be tonight at 11 on Entertainment News. I'm Brian Bernstein. It burns when I pee.
And we are back. Jen has brought back the cups, and let's just get cracking with round 2.
Cracking.
Sure. I was doing Billy and Mandy. You were doing Asperger's, but, you know, it works too. All right.
I want some Asperger's.
Ghost Energy Bubblicious Strawberry Splash. I actually had this gum a lot when I was a kid.
That is actually one of my favorite bubble gums. I was always more of a sour apple kid, and then like I grew up. I love juicy fruit. Even though juicy fruit lasts like 10 seconds.
No, Zebra Stripe lasts like 10 seconds.
Oh my god, Zebra Stripe. We have juicy fruit at home. The juicy fruit at home is Zebra Stripe.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to only do a little bit of this, and we can kind of decide from there.
You know what else is really good?
What?
The coal gum. That you get at like Christmas time.
You're surprising. Oh, that one that I gave you last year? Yeah. Alright, you ready?
Good. Cheers!
Alright, let's get the sniff test. Oh, it smells like gum. It's so weird.
It's weird.
It's not necessarily a good weird either.
It's okay.
It's not awful, but it's not.
I don't want to spit it out, but it's not like...
But I don't want another one.
Yeah.
It's not the... Can you spit that can up also?
It's the, it's the aftertaste for me, dog.
The aftertaste is awful. That aftertaste is disgusting. I also have like a half gallon of sweet tea in the fridge, so we got stuff to drink. This is, that's a solid 3 out of 10 for me.
It tastes like a fucked up strawberry shortcake.
Dude, it's weird. It's not like... It doesn't taste like the gum. Like the other one tastes like a Sour Patch. It tastes like Bubblicious gum and also strawberry at the same time, which is not what this gum tastes like.
Yeah. I was gonna finish it.
Ugh. And it's sour. Like, almost more so than the Sour Patch Kid one. Oh, man. Would you be mad if I told you we still have like half a can left?
No, because I'm not drinking it, so I don't care.
That's pretty gross. That's, disgusting. Actually. It gets worse the more you let it linger. That's awful, dude. What's your grade for this one?
I say, 3 out of 10. Like, it's... I would drink it if it was the only thing in the fridge.
I'd still drink water at that point, I think. This is just awful.
I highly doubt you would actually drink the water.
You know what would make this better?
I'm just going to skip over that. Okay.
Because I disagree. You know what would make this better? If there was no strawberry flavor in this.
Yeah, just straight up bubble gum flavor.
I feel like if it was Bubblicious gum flavor,
Or Bubblicious.
it would be Habiboo! Hubba is chewing gum. What is it with the Adam Sandler movie references on this channel?
Because Adam Sandler is the GOAT.
Fair enough. But if this didn't have the strawberry, it probably would be fine. Yeah. If it didn't have the strawberry or the bubblegum, one or the other. You can't have both because both is what messes it up. And honestly, I've got the bubblegum flavor in my mouth right now, and I'm not having a bad time. But every once in a while, I get a hint of that strawberry.
And it ruins it.
And it ruins it. So far, this is what I'm going to make this interesting. So, the Ghost Energy Sour Patch Kids Blue Raspberry Treat. The Ghost Energy Bubblicious Strawberry Splash Trick.
There we go.
It is a trick. Don't fucking buy it. It's disgusting.
Of course, you're going to get that one person in the comment. Delicious.
It's delicious.
You're entitled to your opinion. I don't care if you're wrong.
Yes, you are entitled to your very incorrect opinion. You're more than welcome to have it. I just don't share it with you. That was awful. That was so bad.
On that note, then, let's move on to the next one so we can wash the taste of it.
Yeah, we need to I'm going to go take this to the sink and wash it. And we'll be right back after this brief commercial message.
Hey there, why the long face? Are pesky weeds giving you problems out on your front lawn? No? Huh, okay. Well then, what about, grime? You having some grime issues in your bathtub? No? Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever problem you may have can obviously be solved with this, my latest and greatest invention, the DWW 9000. It has so many different purposes. Getting rid of pesky weeds in your front lawn, cleaning the grime and mold from around your tub, scratching your back, watching your children, walking your dog, cleaning your car, making your coffee, solving world hunger, spilling the blood of your enemies, and so much more. Call now at 1-800-FAKE-PRODUCT to order yours today. Call now when you get it at the low price of 5 easy payments of $9.99.99. Also, don't wait. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll throw in this free Mini DWW 4000 at no extra cost to you. This was a stupid commercial. Back to you.
We are back. Fantastic. Awesome. We're going to move right along and spin the wheel. I just need to get this out of my mouth.
That's what she said.
No, it's not.
Ta-da!
Still waiting on that dew.
God damn it.
Laid it on the red. All right, let's do the red berry. Oof.
Fate, why hast thou forsaken me?
Because the voodoo is probably going to be the best one. Saving the best for last. Let's think positive here. Or it'll be the worst. Or is that flaming hot one?
If it's the flaming hot one, I'm probably gonna puke.
Not on my floor, please.
Oh, all over the floor.
I got a feeling we're going to finish this one. I have a strong feeling we're going to actually finish this one.
I don't know. If it's cherry flavored, you're gonna be finishing.
Red berry.
There's like 3 different kinds of red berries. There's cherries, raspberries, and fucking strawberries.
Yeah, well. Let's open a strawberry. There you go. Get ready for the cheers, and then you got to give it the sniff test.
Yeet.
Passes the sniff test.
That is cherry.
Let's try it. Yeah. It's cherry.
Ooh.
I want to say black cherry. To be specific.
To be Pacific.
Or wild cherry. Whatever you want to call it. It's really good. It tastes exactly what you get what you pay for. No false advertising here. I've noticed, though, this one seems clearer than the other one, weirdly. Maybe it was something in the carbonation of the other one.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I
Very-
can't do it.
Too sour?
It's the sour and the cherry.
I like cherry.
I am not a cherry guy.
The blue raspberry one for me was a solid 8, for sure. This one's a 10 for me.
Really?
I love cherry. I'm a huge cherry fan.
Ugh.
What's your score?
I
Be true to your heart, brother.
I'm gonna give it a 4. It's better than the Bubblicious, but it's not something that.
He is not a cherry guy.
Yeah. No.
Which, to each their own. Can you hand me your cup, please? So,
You can pour that in yours.
Jen, trick or treat?
That's gonna be a trick for me, sir.
I'm going to say treat because I like cherry. If you're not a cherry fan, you don't want to drink this. This is a trick for you. If you are a cherry fan, it's a treat. You'll love it. So, while I finish this off,
Yes, sir.
go ahead and ask. You had a topic, I believe you wanted to discuss.
Yes. What is your favorite costume that you have worn for Halloween?
Ooh. Why don't you start us off with that one, actually, so I can finish this.
That's a good question. My favorite costume that I've worn is not creative, like, at all, but it was I think it was like I was an undead clown or something like that for one Halloween.
Zombie
Or
clown.
a zombie clown.
Nice.
Where, like, we just cut up my costume from the year prior and did makeup a little bit differently. It was pretty great. One of the places that I was at in my hometown, one of the places that we trick or treat is the nursing home, and old people, especially in nursing homes, are very, very, very giving to little kids, man. Dude, I got like hauls of candy from nursing homes. It's incredible. I love it. But yeah, that was every year, or that was the year that everybody was like, "Oh my god, the costume is awesome!" And it just made me feel really good.
Yeah, I feel
Excuse
it. You know, I'm torn between 3 different ones. Right?
Okay.
One, because it was so goddamn easy, and literally came up with it like 5 minutes before going trick or treating. Which is why I enjoyed it so much, because this was my last year trick or treating. I was mostly taking my brother's, and I got candy for half-assing a costume. One, for a very obvious reason, which will become apparent soon, and the other one because it's probably the most work that's ever been put into one of my Halloween costumes ever.
Okay.
So, honorable mention is going to go to the time I went as John Cena. I was already wearing jorts. I was already wearing FUBU shoes. I was already wearing a FUBU jersey. All I did was grab my brother's undisputed WWE championship on the way out the door and said, yeah, I'm John Cena. This is literally all I did.
That's great.
I grabbed the toy and said, yeah, this is my costume. People immediately knew who I was, too. But my two favorites, because I have two, they were back to back. Obviously, the Prince of All Saiyans, Vegeta's, one of his favorite costumes has to be the time he went as Vegeta for Halloween. Completely made from scratch. The other time...
Which version of Vegeta? Like, which Vegeta outfit?
Cell Saga.
Okay.
And then, of course, honestly, my favorite one has to be the time I went as Goku. Weirdly enough. Because that one, there was so much work my mom put into that one. The Vegeta one was kind of like more sloppy and less, work was put into it. Mm-hmm. The Goku one, there was so much work put into that one. It was incredible. And it came out fantastic. I mean, I'm talking, she went and got all kinds of like different pants, shirts, and things to just like cobble together this outfit, complete with the armbands and the sash and the blue underneath the orange. So like I had the blue shirt with the orange over vest part, and I could take off the orange part and be like Goku Namek Saga without the orange on. The pants, she even had some blue fabric to tie around my ankle to make it look like I had the boots on. And it was really good. Probably my favorite costume by the amount of work that was put into it and just how well it actually came out. And I'm of course spiked my hair up with some hair gel stuff and sprayed it yellow for Super Saiyan.
Oh, of course.
So came out really good. Really liked it. But yeah, that was my favorite costume. I can't drink any more of this. I feel like I'm gonna be up all night. There's only a little bit left, but can you dump the rest of these for me when you go take these?
Yes.
I would spin the wheel to see what we're drinking next, but well.
But we already know. We finally get to try the do.
Yeah, finally time to try the do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Coming this Halloween.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it!
A dual-wield production.
Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything?
Vegeta Almighty and Jindrax proudly present
Please, help me.
the exciting conclusion.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read.
Remember, in the Literature Club, no one can hear you scream.
I just want to look at you.
Don't miss the exciting conclusion to Doki Doki Literature Club.
I hope you all enjoyed those commercial messages. We are back with the final drink of the evening, the 2023 Mountain Dew Voodoo Mystery Flavor. So, for this one, we're going to try and figure out what the flavor is on top of saying trick or treat and giving it a out of 10 score. So,
I'm just saying right now, I have two puppies downstairs. If this is the fucking flaming hot Cheetos, I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna punch both of them.
why?
Because that would make me want to punch puppies.
Well, leave them out of this, especially mine. Anyway, let's just crack it open.
Cracking.
Oh, God, that went everywhere. I'm sorry. I'll get you a towel.
I tried to avoid it. All right.
All right. What you wanna?
Ooh, mine smells like voltage.
Mine smells like. I think they're the same flavor, bro. You wanna? Or not? Just bottoms up, I guess.
No, that's not voltage.
It's not voltage.
The fuck is that?
Well, I'll tell you what it's not. Flamin' Hot.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it's also not. Awful.
Yeah.
I think part of it is I still have that cherry in my mouth, so I can't really tell what it is.
What is that?
That's weird. Is it just dew?
No, it's not just dew.
It's tropical of some sort.
Hang on.
It's weird.
Let's get some options.
Again, I can't tell if I'm still tasting that cherry or what. It's not bad. I like it.
So that's what voodoo is. So it is. You are correct in that it is the same flavor.
Okay.
So these are all going to be the same flavors. However, it's a different flavor
Every year.
every year,
Yeah, I knew that.
and it's not an existing flavor. So in 2021, it was fruit candy chews, and in 2022, it was sour candy.
Oh.
So this is something completely new and completely different. So it's just a mystery flavor.
It's good.
Interesting.
I like it.
I mean, I would drink it.
I wish it was colder.
It's definitely not my...
I didn't put it in the fridge, so...
It's definitely not in, like, my top 7 Mountain Dews, but...
I mean, it's still a Mountain Dew. It's kind of hard
still, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's still a Dew.
It's really good. I like it. It's got to have a Halloween theme then, doesn't it? You would think. Fruit, candy chews,
Yeah, I mean,
and then
like,
sour.
any type of candy flavor
Candy.
is really going to be Halloween. So I'm assuming it's going to be some sort of... Like, the name of it is going to be some sort of candy flavor.
Yeah. Like, it's Twizzler. I can't really think of what
Let's say not Twizzler. I think you're right in the sense it does have a tropical kind of
just kind of, yeah.
taste to it. But
I wanted to say pina colada at first, but, like, the more I drank it, the more it was like, no. It's tropical. It's got some sort of tropical vibe going.
Yeah.
Not quite citrus, but not quite like a regular fruit either.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. I give it,
good.
honestly, I'd say it's a treat.
Yeah, it's a treat. 7 for me. Good
I-
selling.
I-
Good 7.
Give it about a 7 as well, yeah.
It's definitely worth. It's worth
It's worth trying.
trying to see if you can figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna have a bad time drinking it. It's fun. It's good to sit around. I would say doing like what we're doing, sitting around with friends and trying to figure out what the flavor is. It's really good. It's a treat in the like the purest of examples. You get it once in a while. It's an experience.
Yeah.
Not bad though. I think it's pretty good. I've had way too much carbonation, for one, and for two, I think I would have hated last year's. I feel like the sour would not have been good.
Yeah.
Because there's a such thing as doing sour wrong when it comes to beverages. Let's go back and look at our Warheads attempt.
Oh my god.
Actually, that hasn't even come out yet. Now that I'm thinking about it.
No, just edit that part out.
No. No, I'm gonna leave it in. Let everybody know how disappointed I am in you still. Do you remember when we tried the Warheads now?
No.
Battle Network 1?
Oh my god.
So, first 2, maybe 3 episodes of the Battle Network playthrough are going to be old as dog farts. It's going to be so old. And then the rest of them are going to be more new. So, whenever they come out, they come out.
That's fantastic.
But anywho, rounding us off on this rather short episode of the podcast, I believe Jen has a couple of facts. So actually, while you pull up your facts, I'm gonna talk about, since this is the trick or treat episode, let's talk about some tricks. You ever pulled any pranks before? Played any ding dong ditch?
I have not, but that's mainly because my parents and grandparents were strict when it comes to that type of shit. And I lived in a very, very small town. And that was not something you did in a very, very small town, because then everybody in town was on your ass. Like,
This is true.
it was not the type of environment for me to be able to do that. And then, like, we moved around a lot, so, like, everywhere that I would go would be different. And it didn't really... I was never really that type of kid. I was always the kid, like, if I was going to cause any type of trouble or do anything, I was just playing video games.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care to participate in those types of activities because they didn't bring me joy.
Yeah. I was okay for the most part during, most of my life. Now when I really got bad was high school. Foster care. That's when I really started kind of acting out. But that was when I did a lot of my tricks. So, of course, there was senior skip day. Went out to there apparently was a lake in the woods behind the high school that fucking people knew about. And so we just kind of hung out by the lake. Then there was the time there right before school was about to, people were about to show up to school. Me and a couple of my friends snuck into the library before school was open and turned on all the computers and put porn on all the library computers, just looping in the background, just so they would come in and it would make the librarian super uncomfortable.
That is fucking brilliant.
So there was the time we locked the substitute teacher out of the classroom for chemistry class.
I remember that story.
And then so it was chemistry class, and the teacher's password to his computer was chemistry 1. Like, you're setting me up for success here. So, logged into his computer, turned off the lights, turned on the projector, and started watching YouTube. And that was fun. Never did any of the TP or the
egging.
The egging, because that's taking it too far, I think.
Yeah, like
TP maybe.
That, dude.
TP maybe, but egging is another thing entirely. TP's biodegradable. Rains, no problem. Eggs also could probably get washed off, but they can also cause damage.
Yeah.
So that's taking it a step too far. Although there was this time that there was a guy that was in a porta potty one time. This wasn't even Halloween or anything. Like I said, a lot of these weren't Halloween. But there was a guy in a porta potty, and me and a friend of mine, we were out roaming the city, the streets, just bored, hanging out. We drop kicked the porta potty over and knocked it over, and while the guy was in there taking a shit. He was none too pleased about it. You could hear him cursing up a storm. That's probably the worst, most heinous thing I've done to anybody. But there was a couple of pranks here and there that I've played before. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that I was the best kid in the world, but I also wouldn't say I was the worst. But just a couple of trick stories for you that I thought would be a nice kind of way to round it out. But speaking of rounding it out, we're gonna round it off with some Halloween facts from Ginger Eggs.
Yeah. So, fun fact number one. Did
Number
you know
one.
that Disney almost made Hocus Pocus a completely different movie?
Really?
So, the original title, which was Disney's Halloween House, had a much darker and scarier script. And that was obviously according to IMDb. Leonardo DiCaprio was slotted to play Max Dennison
Really?
in that movie. Yeah, he was slotted to play that, but he turned it down so that he could appear in the movie What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Johnny Depp instead.
I don't ever. That guy
Honestly?
poor choice. He'll never make it in Hollywood. Neither of those guys. They'll never do anything in Hollywood.
Right.
Poor choice.
And then, here's one for you candy corn haters out there.
Yeah.
Because I know you exist. It's the majority, unfortunately.
You're wrong. but it's
Candy
okay.
corn was originally called chicken feed.
Yeah. Take that, us. I
So
guess.
the Galitz Confectionery Company. Ah, crap. Hang on. Sorry, I dropped my nose. The Galitz Confectionery Company sold the polarizing treat.
Polarizing is
boxes.
crazy.
Yeah, right. Like it's amazing that candy corn is that fucking polarizing. You either love it or you hate it. They sold it in boxes with a rooster on the front in order to appeal to America's agricultural roots. And that's stated in National Geographic.
I can see that.
The sugary recipe, words, god damn it, has gone largely unchanged since the 1880s.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like, you haven't changed the recipe since the 1800s.
It's because it fucking works.
Exactly.
You know, what kind of bums me out? I feel like that would almost be better than what we have now. Like, I feel like I want some chicken feed now. Like, that sounds like, that's such a cooler thing. Put it in the little box with the cock on the front of it. That'd be great.
So, how much do you know about the story behind the mask that was used in the movie Halloween?
It was a Shatner mask.
Yeah, it actually was. It was William Shatner mask as Captain Kirk. So basically, Tommy Lee Wallace, who was the production designer from then, he went and got a couple masks from this shop, the Hollywood Boulevard Magic Shop. He got a clown mask and he got a William Shatner as Captain Kirk mask. Okay.
Yeah.
And then one of his people's noted saying is Tommy came in with the clown mask on. We went, ooh, that's kind of scary. Then he put on the Shatner mask. We stopped dead and said it's perfect. That's what Nick Castle said. They spray painted it white. They made the eye holes bigger. You know, and just it's perfect. Like, it's iconic.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me that William Shatner's face is the most famous face in horror movies.
One of the most. Yeah, it's so weird, right? When you really stop and think about it for a second, that William Shatner is forever closely linked to Michael Myers.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Like, and especially considering how big of a movie series Halloween is, it's still making movies. That the two most synonymous names with Halloween would be William Shatner, because Michael Myers' mask, and then Jamie Lee Curtis, because
While I feel like that's a bit
Queen
of
horror.
Well, I feel like that first one might be a bit of a. I feel like you might be exaggerating a bit with the whole two most synonymous things with the movie. I get what you're saying, and I it's so funny how movies work. You know, especially, dude, Halloween, fucking Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, all prime examples of you don't need a bajillion dollars to make a classic.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Like, you don't need a bajillion dollars to do it. You don't need unnecessary, like,
CGI.
shit. Yeah, like, fucking the weirdest out of all of them was by far Nightmare on Elm Street, but even that was just so
Practical effects beat CGI any day of the week. I do not care what anyone says.
agreed.
If it can be done, obviously we're not talking about stuff that can't be done practically, right? Like which even in and of itself, isn't much. This is not to completely shit on CGI either. But if it can be done with practical effects, do it with practical effects. It looks so much better. Like, this is completely unrelated. In episode 1 of Star Wars, there was a scene where they were showing a hologram, any scene, there's like a waterfall, right? That waterfall was actually made of salt. Practical effects.
That's great.
Yeah. It was a set built, it was like a miniature, and they were pouring salt down it. And it looks like a waterfall. And it's fantastic. The blaster sounds are made by striking elevator cords or telephone pole, like the little cords on telephone poles and stuff, or electrical wires with a pipe wrench.
That's awesome.
Dude, look up some of the practical stuff that Star Wars did, and it's amazing how much you don't realize is like your mind being tricked into believing it's something else. It's all, like, a lot of it's practical. A lot. It's really, like, super practical stuff. Like, there's scenes where I think it's Palpatine and Vader walking down in, like, one of the insides of the Death Star. The entire background is just a bunch of paintings. Paintings to look like the background. And it's so good.
That's fucking great.
Just look some of that stuff up. It's fantastic. But yeah, getting back on track there. That's crazy to me that's William Shatner's face. Still to this day, it may not be the original mask, but they're like, if it's replications, faithful replications of the mask. They say, all right, we want the mask to look exactly like it did. Like, you can give it the wear and tear of how it would actually look nowadays, but it has to be the same fucking mask.
Right.
Which is fantastic to me. But with all that being said, thank you all so much for coming out to this episode of Dual Wield Wednesdays. I really appreciate you guys sticking with us, and just, hopefully you're all enjoying 31 days of Halloween. The fun does not stop here. We still have a few days left. Our time is unfortunately drawing to a close fairly soon, but keep an eye out. We still got a couple of fantastic videos in the works for you. I know we've got the finale of the MyHouse.wad playthrough coming up. We've got the finale of the Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough coming up. We also have the the Prince Plays One-Offs coming up. Got another horror review in the works for you. It's going to be fantastic. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. And just thanks for sticking with us and enjoying the content. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and pass it off to my co-host and let him say his piece.
Alright, guys. Drink your water, don't be a dick, and have a nice day.
Happy Halloween!